All right, and here comes our last segment of our 2021 Fantasy Football Pre-Draft Special. We have already done quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends. If you missed those videos, check the description. We got links to those. Right now, we got 10 sleeper picks. These are 10 people that we think are being drafted low, but they're going to be much better than their drafting position. These are guys that you can get for a steal that are going to help you win your league. So pay attention, take some notes. 10 sleeper picks right now. First up, we got our boy Cam. Who you thinking, bro?
I'm going with Michael Thomas.
Yep.
All right.
Mike Thomas?
Michael Thomas. He's going anywhere from rounds like 6 to 8. You can probably get him in. And if you already have 2 wide receivers on your roster at that point, like let's say you draft him in round 7, you've already picked 6 guys. You easily could already have 2 wide receivers. That means you're going to slot him in your bench position or like a flex maybe or something. And he's going to be injured at the beginning of the year, and he was disappointing last year. He got burned a lot of fans last year, but we know the talent's there, and there's a chance that he could be an amazing wide receiver this year when he comes back and is healthy. And if you can get that in round 7 and you already got guys that are established earlier so you feel a little bit more comfortable with it, I think that is a great sleeper pick because we've seen him do it. We know what he can do.
When Jameis Winston linked up with Chris Godwin a couple seasons ago to produce the overall number 2.
Jameis is going to slang it.
I was going to say, if it's Jameson over Taysom Hill back there, I like it even better, right?
Yeah.
Because we know Jameson throws that rock. Taysom Hill's that wild card, but I just think at that round, it's great value.
Where are you comfortable drafting Michael Thomas?
I'm comfortable drafting him in one of those like 6 to 8 rounds if I have 2 wide receivers I already like. I think that's the key thing. If you don't have, like, if you're counting on him to be your wide receiver 1 or 2, that's a little bit
dicey.
risky. Yeah, that's not what you want. But if you already got 2 guys that you trust, and then you can get him as like hey, maybe he ends up being a wide receiver 1 or 2 or a great flex. That's where I feel comfortable.
And wide receivers deep, right? Like wide receivers so deep. So like I mean, if you want to go that route, like Cam is saying, is that I think you solidify your 2, like Cam said, and I think you can get him at a good value.
Well, and he had a nice little rapport with Taysom Hill at the end of the season. He didn't put up any touchdowns, but he had some nice stat lines. 7, 8 receptions, 80 yards a game or so. So Michael Thomas, you know the name. He's probably not on your draft list, but Cam thinks don't sleep on him. Yep. What about you, Jay Stevens?
I'm going to go with a dude that I think it's kind of disrespected year in and year out is pretty good. That's Curtis Samuel. Last year, I think he was a waiver guy last year, but last year in Carolina, he's in Washington now. But last year in Carolina, he was, when McCaffrey went down, I mean, he was running the ball. He was coming out of the backfield. Like, he was putting up some big boy games. Very startable guy, and I think he got a nice contract in Washington. Fitzpatrick is also one of those guys who slangs the rock. I mean, they got McLaurin, and I almost put McLaurin as a bust because, I mean, Samuel coming in there, but like now they have, it seems like some legitimate weapons over there, and I think Curtis Samuel could be a big piece.
Yeah, and he's really low down on the ADP, so you can grab him at the end of your draft if he's even grabbed up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Frosty, who you thinking, bro?
I went deep. I went real deep with my sleepers.
Who'd you got?
I'm going Jacob Eason.
Jacoby Myers
from the Colts. We know Wentz's track record. We know what's going to happen.
What? Is he going to get hurt?
Week 2.
Hurt? He's already hurt. Is he gonna get hurt or is he gonna suck?
He's your sleeper because he's sleeping on the bench?
No.
He's hurt,
he's coming in. He's gonna come in. He's gonna get his shot maybe week 2 or 3. And
not Jacob Eason might start the season.
Yeah. He's starting week 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless Wentz plays. Wentz
Yeah.
out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that dude's definitely.
I think he's gonna come in and let's go.
Cam, what do you think?
As a Colts fan, I love it. Love that pick. I mean, here's the deal. Jacob Eason, from everything I've read, throws the deep ball nice. Doesn't have a lot of touch. Very raw. I'm excited to see what he's going to do. Maybe it will revive T.Y. Hilton's career a little bit. T.Y. is a deep wide receiver. Phillip Rivers couldn't throw the ball deep. Eason can. Maybe you look for an Eason T.Y. connection.
Yeah, I mean, I think you
I think.
Well,
that's why he's a
fingers
sleeper.
crossed.
I think
That's why he's a sleeper.
Yeah, I think
He's not expected to do anything right now. So. Okay. One of my sleeper picks for this year is going to be Jacoby Myers. Okay, Jacoby Myers is third-year guy. He plays for the New England Patriots. Okay, he had a first 2 good seasons. He's the Patriots. They've had their offensive struggles, but he came in last year. He was the leading receiver for the Patriots. It's his 3rd year. He's in great health. He's played all 32 games the first 2 seasons. So he's got everything looking up for him, okay? You got the new guy coming in. You got Mac Jones coming in that want to hopefully throw in some tutties. And I just think that he's got a chance. He's the number 1 guy over there in New England, and anytime you can get a guy that's projected to be the number 1, either wide receiver or running back, they should have a shot at doing something. So Jacoby Myers, you can get him late round, good talent, good receiver. Don't sleep on him.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right, Landon, who you got, brother?
I'm gonna go with Logan Thomas, tight end from Washington. A lot of people, we were just talking about tight ends, how it's, you've got 3 good ones, like great ones. You've got 2 that are like, and then half of your league, whatever league you're in, half of them don't have good tight ends.
Yep.
So if you get late in rounds and you need a tight end, look at Logan Thomas. He had 100 targets last year. The dude gets looks. He's got an upgraded quarterback with Fitzmagic. They're gonna pass the ball a little. Just why not? If you don't have a tight end and you're in double-digit rounds, Logan Thomas.
Or if Antonio Gibson isn't soaking up all the touches.
Yeah, no, but I think Logan Thomas is all right. He's shown signs and flashes of being, looks like somebody.
Another young guy, too. What's his year? How long's he been in the league?
He honestly, I don't even.
Maybe
it's not,
3. Maybe you're 3 now.
He's a converted quarterback too. Which
Yeah, he
by the
is.
way, so.
He is.
Another Tim
I think it's
Tebow.
3 or 4 years, I think, not too. Well, clearly
Tim Tebow got
a little better than
absolutely
Tebow.
trucked in that preseason
Did
game.
you see those awful blocks and routes run? That was just depressing.
And
I felt real bad for Tim Tebow.
He's on our fucking do not draft list.
Hopefully you didn't have an early
Hopefully
draft
you didn't have an
this
early
year.
draft to draft Tim Tebow.
He's
Yeah.
in the
And you live
NFL's
in
do not
Jacksonville.
draft list, man. Not just ours.
Yeah, true.
Okay, all right, we got 5 more picks for you. Those are 5 sleepers. We're going to go around the horn one more time. Everybody's got one more top pick for you. Cam.
All right, this is a guy that we talked about before, but I'm going back to him, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Sleepity sleep.
Thought you might like that one.
I do.
Obviously, Jay Stevens is not sleeping on Justin Fields.
I'm not.
But he's only getting drafted in about 25% of leagues right now. He's might not be a week 1 starter, probably not, maybe. But he's a running quarterback, and running quarterbacks always have fantasy value, even when their real football value is not that high.
Yeah.
So I'm not a Bears fan, so I'm not going to get on like Jay Stevens. But if Justin Fields comes in and, worst case scenario, he struggles playing the game in real life, his fantasy value is still going to be high because he's going to run. He's probably going to get some running touchdowns. And, that's a good sleeper pick there for your quarterback.
I agree, and I also think it could be similar to like Jalen Hurts was last year, because when Jalen Hurts came in last year, he put up fantasy relevant, numbers, and he was
Which is
decent.
why I'm not as low as him as some of you guys.
No, I mean, yeah, that's fine. I agree. But he was, those are the numbers that he put up, and they weren't very good. So that's what I'm saying. So
Running quarterbacks score points in fantasy.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
do.
the way it works.
They do.
Well, and about mid-season, too, you start having all the bye weeks, right? So at some point, your quarterback that's starting your team and has been getting you points, he's going to have to sit out. Mid-season is when you start picking up quarterbacks off the waiver wires. Mid-season is also when teams start switching up their QB to go, all right, you didn't pan out the first 6 games.
Yeah.
Justin Fields, get in there,
And
Hey,
keep-
Trey
hey,
Lance, get in there,
Keep your eye out for those dudes. Yeah, like with Trey Lance and Justin Fields, man. Because if they're not on a roster, and it's, be aware of the situations with those teams, because once they are named the starter, those dudes are going to fly off of the waiver wires.
I mean, look at Justin Herbert last year.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
he came in around, I don't know, week 4 or
Yeah.
something, and he was great.
Oh,
he was great.
amazing.
I was able to pick him up in the
Yeah.
league, and
He was amazing.
yeah,
It was
really
awesome.
nice. So
Yeah.
there will be that guy this year, Maybe it's Mac Jones, Trey Lance,
Yeah.
but maybe
Keep
it's Justin
your eye on
Fields.
those teams. Just know what's going on with them, because they're going to be hot pickups if they're not already owned in rosters.
Yeah, get yourself a good backup QB while you can before they go hot off the waivers.
They're gonna.
Okay, Jay Stevens, another sleeper for the people.
Who do I? Oh, I got Javonte Williams, and that is old dirty Melvin Gordon's backup. He's a rookie. He's also being drafted quite late. Do we trust Melvin Gordon? The answer is no.
Nope.
So he's young. He's a rookie. He's shown signs of being explosive. He looks like he's eventually going to be the guy. So if you want to take a flyer late round when old dirty Melvin does something dumb and, just blows it, he fumbles. He's a fumbling machine. Then Javonte Williams steps in, takes the role, and now you have a lead back.
Yeah, and most teams, you don't really have many bell cows anymore. So no matter what you get, you're going to have a team, they're sharing the workload. Get a back that is skillful, that when he gets his share of the workload, he's going to be able to do something. So it's not always a bad thing to have a committee. It's kind of the norm now, right? You got people sharing touches. He's one of those guys that when he gets his touches, he looks fresh. He looks like he can do something with them. And if he does take over as a rookie, sky could be the limit for him, and he's going super deep, super late.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep.
All right, Frosty, who you got? Last one.
Last one, I'm going to go with Gio Bernard. He was in Cincy. He had flashes of good stuff. Now he's down in Tampa.